Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter's plea, Ridge's rejection, and Katie vs. Daphne. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, a teaser clip for the week of has been made public. It depicts Daphne Rose being busted by Katie Logan. Hope Logan is urged by Carter Walton. In addition, Ridge Forrester dismisses Eric Forrester's proposal. Let's discuss the upcoming events in the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Brooke and Hope are at the house at the start of the weekly preview clip. Hope hears Brooke's explanation of the events during the fashion show. Brooke then makes a shocking revelation. She wants Ridge Forrester to return. Hope agrees to help her mother, despite the sad expression on her face. Brooke then declares with assurance, "Well, he is my destiny." This is a very toxic mother-daughter connection, especially in light of what Ridge called Hope. There will be a contentious discussion with the Forrester man. Ridge is informed by Eric that he is more at home with Brooke than Taylor Hayes. Brooke's appearance on the runway wearing that bridal gown was a covert scheme by the patriarch. Even throughout the surprise event, Eric was narrating. Ridge did take Brooke's hand, but was it all for show, or did he sense something? Regardless, Ridge will turn down Eric's proposal. Eric is quietly informed by Ridge that he has already made a commitment to another woman. It's accurate. Without external intervention, bridge will occur if it is genuinely fate. The teaser for The Bold and the Beautiful also depicts Katie addressing Daphne. Katie must have heard something, possibly a telling exchange between Steffi Forrester Finnegan and the Nose. Katie questions Daphne in the teaser video if she's only there to carry out Steffi's dirty work. Oh no, don't expect Daphne to win Carter over just yet. Speaking of Carter, he keeps pleading with Hope to reconsider their relationship. Normally, Carter is very composed. He will be really passionate in this scene though. "Tell me you want me as much as I want you." Carter begs Hope in a harsh and coercive tone. I'm curious if the abrupt intensity is a sign that he might develop an obsession. It's possible that Carter will come to believe that Hope escaped. Hope isn't doing anything to encourage Carter, of course. But good luck trying to persuade Steffi of that. When he's gone, Liam wants his ex to be happy, so he tells Hope to get back together with Carter. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer will advise Hope Logan to get back together with Carter Walton, giving the impression that he wants his ex to be content when he leaves. Hope will eventually get back in touch with Liam during the week of, and she will unavoidably ask him where he has been. It appears that Liam will need to explain why he moved in with Steffi Forrester and John Finnegan, as well as make up some explanations. It appears that Liam will stop at nothing to keep Hope in the dark about his inoperable brain tumor, despite her concerns. In order to conceal his actual medical news, Liam will provide Hope with updates on a fictitious story. In the end, Liam might shift the topic to Hope's well-being after her split from Carter, and her dismissal from Forrester Creations. Though she won't be entirely sure it's a smart idea, Hope might admit that Carter wants her back. Hope can allude to their own romantic reunion by mentioning how much she's been thinking about Liam lately. Even though Liam intends to combat his brain tumor, his practical side will eventually surface. We'll see a Liam who maintains optimism, while also beginning to get ready in case he doesn't receive the miracle he desires. It is therefore not unexpected that Liam will encourage Hope to reconcile with Carter. If Liam dies from this tumor, he will not be able to be the guy Hope grows old with, but he may wish that Carter will be able to be that man. In any case, according to previews, Liam will give Hope some advice and remark that life is too short to harbor resentment. Liam will believe it's time for Hope to give Carter another chance now that he has been starkly reminded of how valuable and short life can be. If the worst occurs and he fails, Liam might see it as Hope's route to happiness. Taylor can lose her Ridge because of her desperation. This time Taylor Hayes might have gone a bit too far. She was, of course, invited to the most recent presentation of Forrester Creations. Naturally, she was added to the guest list since she and Ridge Forrester have reconciled, but the good doctor has no business interfering backstage. Taylor wanted to wish Ridge success backstage as soon as she got to the concert. She did that, which is fair enough, but she later chose to stay behind to help her partner. Taylor made a literal mess after running into someone, and Ridge was too preoccupied to give her any attention. That should have been her signal to go sit down, but Taylor saw it as an opportunity to argue with Brooke Logan. Taylor might have had good reason to confront Brooke on any other day, but not tonight, not in the midst of the chaos backstage. Since Brooke was genuinely busy, he attempted to defuse the issue by eventually leaving. Taylor was on a mission, but she should have known that this wasn't the right moment to leave Brooke alone. Inadvertently shutting them both in, Taylor followed Brooke into a dressing room and closed the door so she could scold her privately. The fact that Brooke is unable to leave the dressing room after being expected to walk as the showstopper caused her to lose it. Brooke, who was handpicked by Eric Forrester to wear his best design for the exhibition, is now vulnerable to someone shouting at her from behind a locked door down the hall. Even while Taylor claims that she and Ridge are stronger than ever, that doesn't mean it's true. Ridge won't remain, even though he immediately returned to Taylor after thinking Brooke had betrayed him, and started making plans for a new life with her. In reality, we know he won't stay if history repeats itself. Taylor is held in high regard by everyone for her professional abilities, so Ridge will not be pleased if she interrupts the wonderful day with nothing but rudeness and negativity. In fact, it might provide him with the justification he's secretly seeking to return to Brooke. Taylor and Steffi become enraged when Brooke ends the performance. As the Forrester Creations fashion show went on, the runway was bustling. As the models performed in Ridge, Zend, and Eric's most recent designs, the guests were amazed. And Will were happy with the audience's response as they watched the performance on the monitors. Even the captivating scent of Daphne Rose was adored by the audience. To ensure that Brooke was prepared for the showstopper moment and that it remained a secret from Ridge, Eric conferred with Donna and Katie backstage. With Brooke, I want Ridge to remember who he is. Eric expressed his desire for them to reconcile. Zend went on to congratulate Eric on the show's success and the exquisite designs. Zend remarked, "This is some of your best work yet." Zend's words and deeds were appreciated by Eric. "I appreciate you staying with the company when the coup occurred, to be eyes and ears on the inside," Eric stated to him. Elektra and Will were equally impressed. When Brooke discovered that she and Taylor were imprisoned in her dressing room/vault, she became extremely alarmed because she would miss her spectacular entrance. They were each without a phone to call security. "This merely supports what I said," Brooke remarked. "You have no business here at Forrester Creations. I make a living doing this. I'm passionate about this. For me, today is really significant." Taylor apologized for unintentionally shutting them in, and Brooke bemoaned, "It's a very important day for Forrester Creations." Taylor became concerned when Brooke failed to explain why she was wearing a robe when she inquired. Taylor gently assured Brooke that Ridge would notice her absence and come looking as she continued to bang on the door. By then Brooke remarked it would be too late. Brooke bit her tongue and grudgingly told Taylor that she wanted to be friends, or at least adults, with Taylor after she apologized once more. It was Brooke's pleasure to mention that Ridge still calls me his Logan. Then she became anxious once more as she realized the showstopper was almost ready. When Brooke took over as CEO, Taylor encouraged her to be open about the hurt she caused Ridge. "Every time he looks at you, he'll be reminded of how it made him feel," Taylor stated. When Steffi was unable to locate Taylor, she became concerned, but Ridge simply assumed that she was watching the performance. Will and Elektra informed Katie and volunteered to assist Eric in finding Brooke. As social media was ablaze and Carter remarked that the audience was on fire, she headed out to find her sister with Will and Elektra. Although Brooke was still missing, Carter and Ridge had a moment of camaraderie, and were happy that they had reconciled and could have such a spectacular event. At last, Brooke's voice came from the vault, and Katie, Will, and Elektra heard it. Fortunately, Brooke was able to leave on time when Charlie arrived with a key. Ridge was perplexed and wondered where the showstopper gown had disappeared to as Brooke ran for the runway. While Brooke was being prepared for her big moment by Eric, Donna, and Katie, Ridge went out on stage to stall the audience. Before Brooke took the stage, Eric gave her a brief motivational speech and promised that she would blow Ridge away. When Brooke carefully walked down the runway wearing a stunning bridal gown, it brought back memories of a day spent in Portofino, and Ridge was truly in awe. As she approached him, he grinned, and she gestured for Ridge to come up on stage with her.